For many, 2022 is another year, but for some young people in Sebei region, this is a time for circumcision. Circumcision has long been part of the culture in this region, but in 2010, the Prohibition of Female Genital Mutilation Act outlawed the mutilation of women. Nifa Chebet was to be circumcised 2 years ago. After she dropped out of school due to lack of school fees, her mother and aunts encouraged her to get married, but on condition she was mutilated first. She refused and ran away from home.
I know I'm the target, and I know they will still tell me to undergo it because this is the year of circumcision. But I'm not going to allow, because I now know my rights and I know the dangers of FGM.
Chebet was lucky because the illegal act is still silently being practiced. This young woman, whose identity NTV will not reveal, was tending to her baby at home. She was among a group that was recently mutilated. She's reluctant to talk about it. The key players in this act are the traditional surgeons behind the cutting. Jennifer Yeko says she started circumcising girls in 1974 after being ordained by her ancestors. She has lost count of the number of girls she has worked upon.
So for every girl I would mutilate, they would give me 20,000 shillings. Then they would give me 2 hens and then alcohol. A year like this one, I would get about 500,000, and then so many hens that I can't even count. And then the alcohol I would get like in jerry cans, so I would just give it to my friends.
Yeko says that after the law was introduced in 2010, she was arrested for continuing to practice FGM.
It became difficult for me to get money, and I am old, I cannot even go to the garden.
It was only after this arrest that she learnt about the dangers of FGM on a female body. Yeko says that what is shocking today is that girls still come to her to be circumcised.
There are no more girls who come openly to us to be mutilated. But of course, if they are available, I cut them because I don't have the money.
This means that the act is still being practiced, but in the dark.
The FGM is there, but now they are doing it silently. Some people go to the cave, they do it there. Others practice in the bushes. And then others even do it when a woman is giving birth.
Elisa Toskin is an outspoken activist against FGM in his community. His is to report such cases and those who intend to carry out the practice to police. This has landed him in trouble in his community.
They start abusing that, why are you doing this? We are going to kill you if you don't, if you are reporting us, we are going to kill you.
And then the law also prevents have no law for the whistleblowers. They would have included that if you have reported a case, there is a way they will protect you.
Toskin claims that people in his community have resorted to witchcraft to fight him. He says he lost his 6-year-old daughter to a snake bite, which he suspects was sent by a community member who supports FGM.
They hit, then they threw the snake. Then for me, I stayed just 20 minutes. Then I come up to home here. Reaching here, I found the kid had been already bitten by the snake.
With the coming of the law, the interventions to end FGM have been many. For example, sensitizing the girls with knowledge about the dangers of female genital mutilation.
We can clearly see among these girls is mindset change, the power of knowledge. You've seen the young girls, a young girl getting pregnant at 15 and then again at 17. And then when they join the ILA club, they tell you, now I know about family planning. This is the sexual reproductive health that we teach them in the clubs.
Edwina Nasuna, the communications coordinator for BRAC, says attention should be put on educating girls to empower them to make decisions about their bodies.
I pray that we also have more efforts towards vocational education. When young people are equipped with skills, they're able to start up businesses of their own, especially for young girls. They're able to start up businesses and to earn money And we believe that when they're economically empowered, they can say no.
The Prohibition of FGM Act 2010 criminalizes the performance, procurement, attempting, aiding and abating of all forms of the practice. Both medicalized FGM and cross-border FGM are criminalized and punished under this legislation. Olivia Kumgisha, NTV News.